chopper right down the first baseline. Harper fields it, and that's an out.
Hey, Caitlin, what's going on? Tom McCarthy, TV voice of the Philadelphia Phillies. Great job the other day with that description. Any downtime you have, you're up in the booth whenever you want. Rick Connor, too. He likes the red.
How did a simple TikTok video turn the WNBA upside down? Caitlin Clark's teammate Lexie Hull posted a clip that's got everyone talking, from fans to the MLB. But this isn't just about a viral moment, it sparked a chain reaction that's changing the game. Let's break it down. Imagine this. Lexie Hull grabs her phone and starts recording. What happens next? Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, starts commentating on a baseball game. And let me tell you, it's hilarious. Clark's got jokes for days, and she's breaking down the game like she's been doing this for years. The video blows up faster than a Clark three-pointer. It's not just basketball fans loving it. Everyone's sharing it. Baseball fans, sports networks, even your grandma who doesn't know what TikTok is. This thing's everywhere, but here's the crazy part. This isn't just some funny video that'll be forgotten tomorrow. No way! This is about to change the game in ways no one saw coming. You ready for this? You thought a viral video was big? Wait until you hear how it's shaking up not just one sport, but two. Clark's commentary caught the eye of a whole different league, and their reaction? It's about to turn her world upside down. So, Clark's got game on the court. We all knew that, but who would have guessed she'd be making waves in the baseball world? That's right, folks. The MLB took notice of Clark's hilarious commentary, and they're not just laughing, they're making moves. Picture this, Clark sitting in a commentary box, mic in hand, breaking down a major league game. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it might not be as far-fetched as you think. The MLB saw Clark's TikTok and thought, we need that energy in our booth. They didn't just give her a thumbs up or a retweet. No, they went all in and offered her a spot in the commentary box. Now, you might be thinking, what does a basketball player know about baseball? But here's the thing, Clark's not just any player. She's got that special something that transcends sports. It's not about knowing every stat or rule. It's about personality, charisma, and the ability to connect with fans. And Clark, she's got that in spades. When Clark heard about the MLB's offer, she didn't play it cool. Nope, she was all in. Excited as a rookie on draft day.
Ball's hit to the shortstop, Rojas throws it over to first base, and that's not going to be enough. That's an infield single by Contreras. Nola's on the mound tonight, and his Skechers, red Skechers he's wearing. Turner, my bad. We're in the bottom of the fourth. We got a score of 1-0 to the Phillies. Runner on first, no outs. This brings on. It might have been the second batter. I'm not sure. And that brings us to the top of the fifth, with the Phillies leading 1-0. We'll be back in a minute for 30 seconds.
She's not just crossing over. She's leaping across the sports divide with both feet. But this isn't just about Clark getting to call a few games. This is bigger. Way bigger. We're talking about a potential shift in how we see athletes and their careers. Clark's not just changing basketball, she's breaking down walls between sports. Think about it. How many times have we seen athletes try to transition to commentary after their playing days are over? It's a well-worn path. But Clark, she's blazing a new trail. She's showing that you don't have to wait until retirement to start building that next phase of your career. This crossover appeal, it's gold for Clark's personal brand. She's not just Caitlin Clark basketball player anymore. She's becoming Caitlin Clark sports personality. That's a whole different ball game with a whole lot more opportunities. Imagine Clark on sports talk shows, not just talking basketball, but giving her take on all kinds of sports. Picture her hosting her own podcast, bringing that same energy and humor we saw in that TikTok video. The possibilities are endless. And let's not forget what this means for women in sports media. Clark's not just opening doors for herself, she's kicking them wide open for every girl who's dreamed of being in the booth, but never saw anyone who looked like them doing it. But here's the real kicker. This isn't just good for Clark. It's great for both the WNBA and the MLB. The WNBA gets a star who's crossing over into new territory, bringing more eyes to their league. And the MLB, they get a fresh young voice that could help them connect with a whole new audience. Think Clark's the only one turning heads on the Fever? Think again. Her teammate just lit up the scoreboard, and it sparked a moment between them that's got the whole league buzzing. What happened next might just change the Fever's entire season. Lexie Hull just exploded onto the scene, and it's got everyone talking. In a game against the Seattle Storm, Hull went off. We're talking 22 points, hitting 6 out of 7 3-pointers. That's not just good, that's insane. Hull wasn't just playing well, she was on fire. But here's where it gets really interesting. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation we've all been watching, she saw Hull's performance and couldn't contain herself. You know what she did? She turned her social media into a Lexie Hull fan account. That's right, Clark's out here hyping up her teammate like nobody's business. Now, you might think that's where the story ends. A great game, some social media love, call it a day, right? Wrong. These two weren't done yet. After a big win against the Connecticut Sun, Hull and Clark gave us a moment that's got everyone cracking up. Picture this. Hull's at the post-game press conference talking about her performance. She says she was trying to get my hands on as many balls as I could. Innocent enough, right? But Clark, she lost it. We're talking full on, face and hands. Can't stop laughing, lost it. Hull's accidental double entendre had Clark in stitches, and it's the kind of moment that shows just how tight this team is becoming. You might be thinking, okay, so they had a laugh. What's the big deal? Well, let me tell you, this isn't just about a funny moment. This is about team chemistry, and it's the kind of thing that can make or break a season. Think about it. The Fever are in the middle of a playoff push. Every game counts. The pressure's on. But instead of cracking under that pressure, these two are out here having fun, supporting each other, and creating the kind of bond that translates to success on the court. It's not just about talent. The Fever's secret weapon? Chemistry that's off the charts. When you've got players who genuinely enjoy being around each other, who can laugh together even in high pressure situations, that's when magic happens. This whole Clark dynamic isn't just good for them, it's good for the whole team. It's creating a positive atmosphere, the kind that makes players want to show up and give it their all every single day. And in a long, grueling season, that kind of energy can be the difference between making the playoffs and watching from home. But it's not just about what's happening in the locker room. This kind of chemistry, this visible joy and camaraderie, it's infectious. Fans see it, they feel it, and they want to be a part of it. It's the kind of thing that fills seats, that gets people tuning in to every game, that turns casual viewers into die-hard fans. And let's not forget, this is happening with a rookie at the center of it all. Clark's not just putting up numbers, she's helping to build a culture. She's showing leadership beyond her years, and it's making everyone around her better. You think the Fever are just happy to have Clark? Think again. This team is on a mission, and their latest win just sent shockwaves through the league. The playoffs aren't just a dream anymore, they're becoming a reality. Let's talk about the Indiana Fever's playoff push, because things are heating up faster than a Clark three-pointer. Right now, the Fever are sitting at 15-16, good for 7th place in the WNBA standings. You know what that means? They're right in the thick of the playoff race. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about sneaking into the playoffs. The Fever are making noise, and they're doing it with style. Their recent 84-80 win against the Connecticut Sun, that wasn't just another game, it was a statement. Imagine this, Clark's out there dropping 19 points, dishing out 5 assists, and grabbing 5 rebounds. She's not just playing well, she's dominating. And she's not alone. The whole team is stepping up when it matters most. Now let's talk about Clark's rookie season for a second, because what she's doing, it's not just good, it's historic. We're talking 497 points, 232 assists, 161 rebounds, and 78 three-pointers, and that's just so far. She's not just breaking records, she's shattering them. You want to know what's really wild? Clark just set a new WNBA rookie record for three-pointers in a single season. She's hit 88 of them, blowing past the old record of 85, and the season's not even over yet. How many more can she sink before it's all said and done? But here's the thing, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the energy Clark brings to the court. She's got this way of making everyone around her better. And the fans, they're feeling it too. Clark said it herself. It's easy to enjoy the crowds in Indianapolis. It feels like a small community that supports one another. That's the kind of connection that turns casual viewers into die-hard fans, and it's happening right before our eyes. The Fever aren't just winning games, they're winning over a whole new generation of fans. Attendance records? They're being broken left and right. People aren't just coming to watch Clark, they're coming to be part of something special. And let's not forget about Lexie Hull. Remember that big game we talked about earlier? That's not a one-off. Hull's stepping up big time, giving Clark the support she needs. Together, they're forming a dynamic duo that's got the whole league on notice. With only a few games left in the season, every win counts. And the Fever, they're trending up at just the right time. They're not just fighting for a playoff spot, they're making a case for why they could be a dangerous team once they get there. Just when you thought the WNBA couldn't get more intense, Sheryl Swoopes steps up to the mic. She's not just talking about the games, she's calling out the league itself. What's got this legend fired up, and why should every fan be paying attention? Swoopes isn't mincing words. She's taking aim at the WNBA's handling of racism, and she's not pulling any punches. You know what's wild? Swoopes says this wasn't even an issue when she was playing, but now it's front and center. Here's the deal. Swoopes is disappointed with how the WNBA commissioner responded to racism. She's saying it's naive to claim racism doesn't exist in today's climate. I mean, have you seen what's going on out there? Swoopes puts it bluntly. It is very obvious in the political climate that we are facing in our country. But Swoopes isn't just pointing out problems, she's got some ideas on how to make things better, and it all starts with embracing what makes players unique. You know who she's talking about? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Swoopes is saying these two have brought something special to the league. It's not just about their skills on the court, it's about their personalities, their energy. In Swoopes' words, they brought something great to this league. They have brought a following, and they've brought a personality that hasn't been there for a very long time. Think about it. When was the last time you saw players generating this much buzz? Clark's got people tuning in who've never watched a WNBA game before. And Reese? She's got that swagger that makes you want to watch every move she makes. But here's where Swoopes' take gets really interesting. She's saying the league needs to stop forcing comparisons between players. It's not about finding the next so-and-so, it's about letting each player shine in their own way. Imagine if the WNBA took this advice to heart. We could see a whole new approach to marketing players. Instead of trying to fit them into boxes, the league could celebrate what makes each player unique. That could be a game changer for how fans connect with the sport. And let's be real, this isn't just about Clark and Reese. This is about every player in the league. It's about creating an environment where players feel free to be themselves, both on and off the court. Swoopes is basically saying, hey, WNBA, you've got gold here. Don't waste it. She's challenging the league to think bigger, to be bolder, and she's got a point. The WNBA has never had more eyes on it. Now's the time to make some moves. But this isn't just about the league, it's about the fans too. Swoopes is reminding us that we've got a part to play. We need to appreciate these players for who they are, not who we want them to be. So what does all this mean for the future of the WNBA? Well, if Swoopes has her way, we could be looking at a whole new ballgame. A league that's not afraid to tackle tough issues head on. A league that celebrates diversity in all its forms. A league that lets its stars shine bright. Let's talk about the ripple effect that's shaking up the WNBA. It all started with Lexie Hull's viral TikTok. Then Caitlin Clark showed off her commentary skills. And now Sheryl Swoopes is calling out the league. This isn't just a bunch of random events. It's all connected and it's changing the game. Hull's video, it got people talking. Clark's commentary, it's opening doors. Their on-court success, it's filling seats. And Swoopes' words, they're challenging the whole system. This isn't just about one player or one team, it's about the future of women's basketball. We're seeing new stars emerge, new fans tune in, and new conversations start. What began as a fun TikTok might just be the spark that lights up a whole new era for women's basketball. The game is changing, folks. Are you ready?